What's up, guys? iCapsy here. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I play like a noob. But basically, no, what I do is I have an account, and if you're new here, actually everyone's new here because it's a new channel. I don't know why I keep saying that. But anyways, I play in a style that is a little different. And I play by not getting any kills, never getting kills. If I get a kill, it's because I accidentally flashbang a dude that was really hurt. Or, excuse me, or I accidentally flashbang a car, EMP a car, somehow, some way my Stinger missile or my FHJ missile goes off course, something like that. But this game here, I decided I would put this one up just because of how many caps I got in this game and how high my score was. I ended up getting over a 3,000 score on this game. It's again placed in 4th place, but you got to remember it's really hard to get that top spot when you're not getting kills. I definitely would have just absolutely decimated the other team and everyone on my team if I would have got most kills. But basically what I wanted to talk about with this one is like how to play Domination effectively. And that's the only game type that I truly enjoy. I've played TDM, it's boring to me, and this was stupid on my part. But anyways, I've played TDM, I've played Hardpoint, I've played all the game types, and the only one that I really thoroughly enjoy is Domination. Reason being is that like it's more controlled chaos than all the other game types. TDM, you're running around, and there's just like there's no true idea of knowing where they're gonna spawn. But with Domination, unless you 3-cap like we do, it's not going to be hard to figure out where they're going to spawn. If you have A and B, they're going to spawn at C. If you have, and vice versa. If you have A and C, well, it's going to be kind of like the middle spawns. At least you know their general location. And the thing about that for me is like, at least I can control the other team. I have an advantage when we're winning. Now, everyone complains about Domination. Well, they're spawn trapping. Go play Demolition if you're mad about spawn trapping and Domination, because you'll thoroughly hate it in Demolition. But basically, the way I play Domination, even when I'm shooting, because I do have an account where I do shoot, and I'm almost 7th prestige. But when I play and when I'm shooting, my initial goal, and as our team plays, like depending on if we have a full team or not, usually I run with a full team. This game I was only running with Hesitate. But when we're running with a full team, and right here, I tried to troll this guy, but I kind of failed. But, because if you stand on care packages, at least until the patch today, I don't know if the patch changed it, but if you stand on someone else's care package and land right underneath it, it'll bounce off you and go flying. But anyways, when we run as a full team, our usual goal is to at least leave 2 on our initial flag, and the rest of us rush B. Now, it's not a full-out rush when we do it, and it's more of like a controlled rush. We try to get there, try to be the first one, but we've got to make sure that we clear off a lot of people. Pick off who we can, and if the other team isn't quite there yet, then we'll go ahead and right here, this dude's shooting at me, and he just cannot get me. So I capture the C while getting shot at. But then once we have B, depending on like, we'll then feel out the other team, and it depending on how good they do, while they if we're doing a bunch of back and forth on B or they're capturing A, so we have to go cap C. We usually run a 2-cap, but if they're doing bad and the other team is not coordinated, doesn't know what they're doing, we tend to try to 3-cap them. And controlling a 3-cap is incredibly hard because you have to remember, as soon as you cap C, if you have A, B, they're going to start spawning everywhere. At that point, you need to spread your team out. And when you're spreading your team out, it's not even like a full spread. It's more or less keep one person at C. If you started with C and you had B and you went and trip capped on A, keep one guy on C just kind of roaming around the area. And that's usually what we do, and the best person for that is Adelius. You probably saw him in the other game. Adelius is he's a pro camper, to be honest with you. He's that's what he does. He camps, and he's very good at it. And you know what? That's a legitimate tactic in my book. I mean, yeah, everyone bitches about it, but camping is camping, and it works. So he camps C. We usually have 2 or 3 roaming on B, depending on how hard they're pushing it. And then the last 2... or 3 go and roam around A, because they're going to try their hardest to get the point that they just had back. And that's the main thing. So what you want to do is just feel out the team before you start running these trip caps and know what you're know what you're up against before you start trying to go all gung ho. Another thing is a huge part of Domination and winning is taking out kill streaks. Now I do that because I have no other way of really getting points. At least on this account. But even if you're just playing, always have a designated dude just to take out stuff in the air. Because if you have more than one, you can pop those flares really fast and get the next guy and get the choppers down and the escort drones and all that stuff down really fast. Now, that's a huge part of it, because think about it. Guy gets a UAV, not a big deal. But here's the thing. A care package is really close to a UAV. And you can easily, like, in the setup that I see the most, and honestly, I suggest the setup. This is what I run. I run a UAV, a 100 killer drone, and a care package. Now, the UAV, the assist, and maybe a kill will get you your 100 kill drone. Almost guaranteed. Use that 100 kill drone. As long as you get a kill, with that 100 kill drone, you got a care package. That care package could be anything. Now, with that, and also I shoot down care packages. It doesn't do anything, but there's that. But that's just, you just need to focus, feel out your team that you're playing. And that was almost an accidental kill right there. You see that? I got a hit marker on the guy with flak jacket. If he didn't have flak jacket, I probably would have accidentally killed him. And it's not an intentional thing. But right there, you saw me like look at the ground. What I actually heard was, and then I died from a 100 kill drone. If you can time it right, you can actually blow up a 100 kill drone. And I've actually taken out 2 that way. If you throw an EMP on the ground right when you hear the beeping for the 100 kill drone, if it comes in and at you and the EMP goes off, it's going to blow up the 100 kill drone. But basically, my suggestion for Domination, if you're getting merged in Domination, but you really like the idea of the game type, leave a couple a day or C wherever you spawn at, and go do a controlled rush. Don't just fucking dolphin dive onto B unless you got trophy systems and you're good at killing people really fast. But get a control of B, and at that point, feel out your team. Feel them out for about, I'd say about 2 minutes of the round. Or not really 2 minutes, about a minute of the round, because the rounds are only like 5 minutes. But fill them out for about a minute round. If they're bad, go ahead and go for the trip cap, and then make sure you spread your team out. If you're running with a bunch of randoms, I would run the 2 cap. If you've got a full party, run the 3 cap. I always run the 3 cap when I'm on this account, but that's because it causes chaos for the other team. That's the only reason I do it. And right here, you see me just kind of waiting. This is the best spot to cap B on standoff. If you guys didn't know about it, lay in the back of the truck. Make sure the truck's blown up, because if you saw earlier in the game, I died because the truck blew up. Now right here you see I think that was my first care package. I ended up getting 3 this game. And if you really think about that, I got 3 care packages and I never got a kill. Now, if you apply what I do and you shoot, you can end up with these just like ridiculous kill streaks. So if you watch how I play, how I move around the map, and then actually kill people, because there's a lot of times that I see someone I easily could kill them and then I don't. And right there, I ran up to the care package. Even though I give away all my care packages, but I asked my teammate, I asked Azay, hey, do you want the war machine? He's like, yeah, I want a war machine. I run engineer just purely to roll that again. There's no reason to not do that. And plus, it slows down explosives. Now, to be completely honest, this team we were playing was pretty bad. And they actually started catching on as to what I was doing and actually complimented me at the end of the game. They're like, that's a really cool idea. So, I don't know. Let me go know what you guys think. If you guys are actually watching it, like, what do you guys think of this whole concept of never killing anyone and winning games? Yeah, I know passive-aggressive, Mr. Wolfless does it. But a whole account where you just do that? I don't know. I just want to know what you guys think about that. But other than that, I don't really have much else to say. I guess I'll throw on some more music at the end of this. It's not going to be a lot of music. Actually, you know what? I'll just keep talking it out. What I plan to do. So I've been thinking, I guess I can throw this out. So I was thinking, like, I want to be able to troll people. And a lot of the trolls is just humiliating someone with a kill. Whether it be a camper, coming up behind them, putting attack behind them, jumping in front of them, having to kill you, and then come around and kill them again with your attack. I mean, that's a common thing, trapping people with riot shields and then killing them. Or just things, all the trolls that I see out there. All the let me mess with your head because you suck at the game and you're camping in a corner like a piece of shit. And I'm not saying, oh wow, that totally contradicted what I said earlier. I said camping is a legitimate tactic. But if you're camping and you're bad at it, is what I should say. If you're camping and you're bad at it, you deserve to be humiliated. Now, what I plan on doing in the long run is trolling people. Like, I want to have those funny moments, just mess with people, getting people a little angry at me. It's fun to do because the amount of rage that is in a Call of Duty player is absolutely astronomical. So I thought about it and I was like, how can I troll people? How can I do this without getting kills? And I figured it out. One of my buddies was online and he was playing one in the chamber. And I was like, wait a minute. One bullet, don't have to kill people. Radar's always on. You have a limited sprint in it. I could just run around the whole game and do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I actually have a game where I ran around the whole game and I was just messing with this one girl. And I have the live commentary from it. It's kind of funny. I'll chop it up for you guys. But the game's almost over here. There's about 15 seconds left. But let me know what you guys think of the concept. If you guys want to see the one in the chamber trolls, you probably do. If not, then I'm going to put them up anyways because I do what I want. So, tough titties. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the game. I ended up getting 4th place, second to my team. Something like 3,265 points. And honestly, that care package that I gave to Hesitate, which was an orbital VSAT, if they wouldn't have stole it, I would have got top 3 player, which is actually pretty cool considering I had no kills. Anyways, guys, until next time, see ya.